Hi, my name is jELeeoo. This is my second channel, and welcome back to the weekly deep dive with jELeeoo, which happens every week. It's a little weird that last week lasted like 6 times as long as the normal one. Hooray! Hooray! Dude, this time we have an awesome biome. We have Ossuary Depths, which I don't think we've ever done before, which is the new biome that was added in Season 6, and I'm very excited. This deep dive is for April 9th to the 15th, by the way. Got some Tunnel Rat as the drink. Absolutely gonna go for that. Never gonna say no to fall damage reduction. I'd feel much better now. And for this loadout, I prepared Spinning the Wheel. The wheel! Driller. I'm going Driller. This time I actually am going to go with Gunner. I lied about the wheel, sorry. For the armor, I have 3112. For the grenade, I'm going Tactical Lead Burster. Zipline Launcher, same as always, 211. Shield Generator was 123. Charge attack for charge time for the pickaxe, as per usual. I love this pickaxe, it looks so cool. Going with the Bulldog as my secondary. Oh my god, look at how amazing this thing looks. Holy. Going with the 2-1-3-1-1 build with a 6-shooter overclock. And for the first time, I'm going to be debuting the Thunderhead Heavy Autocannon. This is weapon is a little slept on, I'm going to be real. The build I'm using is 2-3-2-2-3 with mortar rounds as my overclock. Let's go. Year of the Horse, baby. Year of the Horse indeed. Editor put up a funny horse picture. That was awesome of you to do. Anyways, yeah, so it's been a while. Because again, last week lasted 6 times as long as a normal week did. But these are still weekly. And, I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't want to do... My fan's on. I just didn't want to do Magma Core or Sandblasted Corridors again. And that's like consistently what it's been for the past few weeks. It's rolled as, anyway, and on the weeks that it wasn't Sandblasted or Magma Core, I was just incredibly busy, so my apologies, but we're back. And this time, we have a single heavy extraction thing to do, and 200 more kite, and let's just jump right in, or you're telling Bosco to get shit done, and this is the Ossuary Depths, the new season, the new biome added in the Season 6, and I like it a lot, actually. It's very, like, archaeology-based, obviously, and it looks like a lot of real caves out there, and I love these little plate formations, these little pancakes kind of jutting out in the walls. Very easy to climb, this biome. There's also bones everywhere, because ossuary means, like, bone graveyard, which is really cool, so it's the bone graveyard depths. And there's a new enemy right there, the Ossuarin Pitjaw. I don't know if we've seen one before, but that is... They're basically reverse cave leeches. They grab you out of the ground instead of the ceiling. And these are Ossuarin Scrabs. Go, my Scarab. They're going to be everywhere in this biome, so you better get used to them. And here's me using my Thunderhead autocannon with mortar rounds. The autocannon is very powerful. It's very slow, but powerful. And mortar rounds changes all of your bullets into grenades. It is an awesome overclock. I love it a lot. I've been using it a lot. And again, the diesel-driven skin on the revolver looks so goddamn sexy. So now let's just get into the topic that I want to talk about today, for this mission, and that is my YouTube backlog. Because honestly, I prepared these like sticky notes of things to just talk about, a little bullet list, forever ago, right after I finished the previous weekly deep dive with jELeeoo, bruh. And I'm gonna be honest, the problem has only gotten worse since then. My YouTube backlog is so damn big. So I don't use my watch later playlist. I just make everything bookmarked, like archived tabs. And I just have so many folders upon folders upon folders of YouTube videos that I have been meaning to watch but never got around to. And one time I counted it, and I'm being dead ass, it was like over... In the past, like, week, I have over 100 videos that I was like, you know what? I really want to watch this. Some of them are from, like, just my home feed, like, recommended to me. A lot of them are just from people that I watched. That was a really cool, like, bottom of a glyphid jaw right there as the bone structure. That was really cool. This cave is just so cool. Like, look at this. This is so cinematic. I also have a mod. I don't know if I had it last time, but I have a mod that gives my flares little smoke trails. So, I don't know. I think that's cool. Like, look at that. I think that looks cool as fuck. Ignore me pausing right there. Also, Year of the Horse. So, turns out I'm just subscribed to a lot of people on YouTube. Like, a lot. Like, a lot. And, you know, big surprise, a lot of them like to upload, either, like, they all decide to go against me and upload on the exact same day, or a good amount of them are just daily uploaders, you know? Also, so Mission Control told me the Resonite Mass was near me, so I checked the terrain scanner, and there it is, because once Mission Control says something about it, you can view it on the terrain scanner. So then I start digging to it. Yeah. And you might be wondering, like, oh, how are you gonna dig it up, even though you're not driller? And at first, excuse you. Also, my gunner is saying profanities. Holy goodness. At first I tried to get Bosco to do it, and then I realized I kind of have to do it myself. And then Mission Control says a storm is coming, and then I'm just gonna be honest, I degaff. God, it's such a cool overclock. Oh yeah, this mission is also blood sugar, so I'm continually taking damage, but enemies are dropping red sugar as I go, so as long as I kill enemies frequently, or Bosco does, then, like, I'm fine, because I can just pick up the health as I go. So I'm not that worried about it. It's only really a problem on, like, high hazard missions, but thankfully this is, like, hazard 3, so, which is what I normally play, so, like, it's not gonna be that bad. But going back to YouTube, so you know, I have a lot of videos that I want to watch, and then, like, when I can't get to it, I just put them all in tabs. And then there's also, like, my active tabs, which are just, like, shit I haven't put in folders yet, which, oh my gosh, sometimes that list grows really big. And, like, God, I'm glad that, like, a few, like, 2 years ago I gave up watching movies and TV altogether. Because, one, there's just, like, too many assholes in Hollywood that, like, I just don't feel comfortable, like, watching, like, movies with fucking Tom Hanks or George Clooney in. Because, you know, they're horrible people in real life, allegedly. So, like, I'm just not comfortable with that. And then, fucking... But, like, it still doesn't change the fact that, like, you know, I got shit to do. You know, I may sit at home and eat chip all day, but, like, while I'm eating chip, I'm also editing Xenoblade video, which is going swimmingly, by the way. I think I might actually finish it before my deadline, which will be very happy, but I still have more shit to do after that even. So, but, like, I got shit to do, so I don't always have time to, you know, sit down and watch YouTube, which sucks, because I actually care a lot about the YouTubers I watch. I put a lot of effort into, like, procuring a good, subscriptions list, and, like, finding content that, like, it isn't, like, I don't try to watch slop content, like, ever, if that makes sense. You know how, like, people say Mr. Beast is, like, microwave food YouTube content, where, like, you'll watch it, you'll be entertained, you'll, like, you won't tear your eyes away, but, like, the second you're done watching it, you won't remember a single thing. I don't do that. I want to watch content that, like, I will actually stick with me, even if it's, like, a stupid YouTube gaming video. Like, it's going to have jokes that I find funny, and that will further, like, inspire my comedy style that I will like a lot. And so despite this, it's gotten too big now, and I know this is, like, the most, like, first world problem in the world, but I'm fucking at my end's rope. I'm stretching myself too thin. I want to watch it all. Goodbye. Fucking asshole Molly. I want to watch all of this shit, right? But I can't, because, you know, I don't got enough time. And I think, and, like, some of this stuff, it's not just, like, dumb, funny video game videos. Sometimes it's, like, videos with titles that are, like, something about, like, some philosophical journey. There's a huge video about Plato's Republic that I really want to watch right now. So bad. But it's, like, 4 hours. And I just don't have that time right now. You know, I saw Pyrocynical released his, like, Fear and Hunger review, like, a few months back. I don't really watch Pyrocynical, but he does show up on my recommended a lot. And that video is 8 hours. How would, like, I understand watching it in different settings, but like I know there are some people who will be watching that in one sitting. Oh my god. How do you have time? How do you have time? And also, like, what is there to talk about with that game? I've played Fear and Hunger. I like it a lot. How do you have so much shit to talk about with that game? 8 hours worth? Anyways. Yeah, so that's me just talking about my YouTube backlog because it's a lot. And it's like, it's gotten really bad. And it's gotten to the point where when I open my browser, I kind of like get filled with dread. Maybe I should just like put it all in a single folder and just like forget about it. Out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. Or make a different browser space since I use Arc browser, which like does spaces and shit, which is I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain that. Anyways, next mission is a deep scan and egg collection. Only 2 eggs and 3 resonance crystals. So like we're eating good tonight. This is gonna be easy. And as you can see, there's so much nitra in the starting cave alone. And let me tell you, that nitra does not let up. There's gonna be a lot of it. There's also elite threat, but I'm not worried about it because elite threats have never really been that threatening. I think they're like slightly faster and slightly bigger, and like I'm supposedly they're doing more damage, but I never ever notice it because elite threats always spawn with like a huge swarm of enemies. So I'm just thinking like the swarm is doing damage, you know. More scrabs. Go my scarab. Oh, that's the beauty of mortar rounds right there. Anyways, this mission I want to talk about still relating to YouTube. These all kind of go into each other. One of the videos on said backlog is, okay, I found the first one, is kind of a retrospective about the Chugga Conroy drama. Now, honestly, I was going to talk about this as if I haven't seen it, because, you know, I hadn't when I first wrote this down, but since then I actually did watch that video. That was like one video I did. And first of all, opinions on the Chugga Conroy like situation. If you don't know Chugga Conroy, like one of the OGs, Let's Player, actually my childhood hero. I started doing YouTube because of him and my friend. Like, if it weren't for those two, I wouldn't be the man I am today, and I'm very thankful for Chugga Conroy in my life. I wouldn't know about Xenoblade if not for him. You know, I discovered Xenoblade with his Let's Play, not Shulk and Smash. So I have a lot to be thankful for. And he got into a lot of trouble with a lot of allegations being levied against him. Damn, can't believe I didn't actually call that correctly. And I'm also very surprised he didn't get that correct. And thankfully, he beat most of them. The only like real allegations that stuck was that he has a foot fetish, which, compared to everything else being said about him, I'll take. And it really just, it sucks the very unfortunate situation that all that put him in and all that. So, it sucks. It was a shitty situation, and it made me think about canceled YouTubers. Specifically, canceled OG YouTubers. Because a lot of OG YouTubers nowadays, like ones who are around when the site started, they either kind of just fade into obscurity, retire, or they try to stay relevant by either getting into massive grifting drama or actual criminal drama by being sex pests. Or charity frauds, in the case of the completionist, allegedly. Like, you know, for example, Shane Dawson. Oh my god, I used to... okay, before I get to that. The thing is, a lot of the people who got canceled for being terrible people, I used to watch, like, when I was really little, and it's kind of scary, you know? It's kind of scary. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. That's what you sound like. There I am leaving a waypoint by the Nitra, and like the second the swarm was called, I was hoping to get to the drill elevator so I could call a resupply there, and then I realized that a swarm was happening, so I call a resupply here, drop a shield down, and get both because I'm low on ammo. I wanted to be as fuel efficient as possible, basically, because I know what's coming up with I know what's coming up with Mission 3, and I was preparing for that, but it'll work out in the end. You'll see. So. I do love it. So such a good overclock. I hope you like my little dice hanging from my gun. So a lot of OG YouTubers I watch were canceled. The big ones being obviously Chugga Conroy, but he actually beat the allegations, so he doesn't really count. Another person I watch, Sky Does Minecraft. Oh boy, I watched a lot of Sky Does Minecraft, and his other channel, Sky. It was either Sky versus Gaming or Sky Does Gaming. I think it was Sky versus Gaming though. That's why because like obviously it'd be Sky Does Gaming, but like no, it's actually versus Gaming. Whatever. That one was funnier because he was allowed to swear and he played more than Minecraft. He played like I remember his GTA videos were so funny. Also, his Gmod was pretty funny, and he had like his whole little group of friends. And they had like an office space, I'm pretty sure. And I look upon those times with such fond memories. And then it's hard to look back on it now because it's been sullied by the fact that Sky allegedly was talking to a kid. Oh my god, look at how many enemies I killed with that one thing. And like, you know, that fucking sucks. Also, side note, remember when he tried to make a comeback to YouTube? And the video he did, he used the raw camera audio instead of like having a microphone, so you can't hear like a thing he says. Also call that one. That was so funny how he did that. Another one, someone who got me, not who got me, but like I used to look at YMS for not only, you know, review content, because, you know, he's a movie reviewer, and he's not a bad movie reviewer, honestly. He's a little too pessimistic for my liking. Even before I was disillusioned with him, that's what I thought. Like, he's really good. If a movie is bad, he's gonna make a really good review. But if a movie is good, you're gonna question why he is so negative all the time. But his gaming content was actually genuinely funny. Unfortunately, his gaming content is really funny. But it sucks though, because he's a zoophile. I'm not even gonna say allegedly, because let's be real, he is. Allegedly. Anyways. And like, the worst part is that I kind of knew with him, but like, I was thinking like, oh, surely it is just edgy humor. And like, god, man, I feel like a dumbass for like, not stop watching him sooner, you know? Not disavowing him sooner. Cause like, and another, you know, was Shane Dawson. Now, honestly, I didn't watch him like a lot, but like, I watched him enough to know some inside jokes, and the main videos that I really liked was him and his friend Garrett and Drew. What? Doing like spooky shit together. That was always a fun time. And I still watch Garrett, because Garrett, like, when all the shit came out with Shane Dawson, Garrett like distanced himself from Shane, and Garrett Watts. He's such a cool dude. If you watch him on YouTube, shout out Garrett Watts, and his second channel, Garrett Unhinged, which is low-key better than his first channel. Oh, he's getting risky with it. Me when I brain fart. So like, yeah, just like, those are the ones that come off the top of my head. I'm certain Pro Jared, pretty much anyone in normal boots. You know, JonTron and the completionist. JonTron, like, dude, he's getting off scot-free. He said some things that were slightly racist. Oh no. At least he didn't run a fucking nude exchange with fans that worked on the honor system rather than actual like age verification. Like a fucking moron. You know? So like, I'm just thinking, like, these people who inspired me a lot for my YouTube channel are not good people. So like, I'm feeling like, obviously I don't want to be like that. I don't think I will, but there's that seed of doubt. There's that seed of doubt. Like, what if I end up one day saying that a dog looks a little too appealing, like YMS did? Well, it's horses in his case. But he literally said dogs hump your leg. That's all the consent that I need. He said that. Oh, that's gross. I'm already at the fucking geode. Holy shit. That was a quick driller Vader. I am awesome. You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna end up like them because I'm awesome. But like, again, it's a teeny tiny little seed of doubt, which is ironic because I'm collecting more cutscenes right now. But like, again, like, a lot of people who I used to look up to as YouTubers, they're fucking... You're just not good people, and it's like, it's scary. At least there's Markiplier, you know? Markiplier... I love Markiplier. I've never been disappointed by him. Yeah, I'll just wait. Also, Smosh, you know, they faded into obscurity, which will piss off my best friend, because he's been getting really into modern Smosh of all things. But again, the reason I'm saying of all things, and you're probably not complaining with me saying that for a reason, you know? There's also PewDiePie, who, like, I mean, yeah, he's gotten into controversy before, but, like, it's just, like, he made an edgy joke that was, like, not received well. Big whoop. He's also changed as a person. Call Me Carson, too. Used to love Call Me Carson. And, like, he did fuck up really bad, but hot take, I think he's made up for it. If you see what he's up to now, like, or, like, what he did, he genuinely did seem, like, very regretful of his past self. And, like, he seemed to, like, really want to make up for it, and he did, like an entire year's worth of Twitch donos went to charity. Gamer. So, like, I think it's cool to forgive Call Me Carson, honestly, but, like, still, it doesn't change the fact that he did do a fucked up thing. And he's probably going to live with that reputation forever. Also, bruh. Anyways, yeah. A lot of old canceled YouTubers. But, you know, with Call Me Carson, that does kind of bring me to the third topic, but I'm going to wait for the thing to load, because now we have Industrial Sabotage and Dreadnought, which is not the first time we've had this, but, oh boy. Did I have Ossuary Depths before? I'm just now questioning this. Maybe I did have Ossuary Depths, who knows. But, yeah, Industrial Sabotage and Dreadnought, again. Oh boy. You know, you guys know how I love Industrial Sabotage. Anyways, at the very least, it also has Ebonite Outbreak, but at the very least, Jet Boots on spawn. That's very useful. And you'll see how awesome. Look at my Jet Boot skills. I'm so awesome. Bruh. Except for that. And then an Ebonite starts to come while I'm doing this, this third attempt. Anyways, moving on to the third topic, kind of relates to the whole. I think it's cool to. I'd say cool. I don't think it's like too bad of a thing to forgive Call Me Carson, because honestly, while there is that seed of doubt, I'm also taking the good out of the bad. Because honestly, when I think about these people who are canceled now and shit and how they inspired me, I know I just spent like 10 minutes complaining about it, but that is the rare part of me when I think about them. Not to say that I like forgive all of them or just like I still watch all of them, but at the end of the day, I'm not focusing on what they did to their sexual partners. I think what they did as entertainers and how I can take that, how I can take the good from the bad, how I can take the good jokes or edits made by these YouTubers, and how I can take that away from these people who did bad things. And or in the case of YMS and Shane Dawson, bad people. And like, God, ever since I just like stopped watching YMS, like I could become more disillusioned with what a fucking loser he is. He kind of has his own little echo chamber. It's really funny to see him like try and defend himself for a lot of the shit he says. Side tangent, but like, you know, with YMS, he does have some really funny jokes. He also has his whole like little style of doing research and shit. If you watch any of his editing live streams, I'm going to take that good aspect from the bad, and I'm going to move on with my life and just try and better my content and focus on not becoming a furry. I've always thought furries were fucking weird, and I'm glad that like every day I'm proven right. Like, don't get me wrong, if you're a furry, fucking you do you, man, but like, I don't know. It's a little weird. At least acknowledge that, please. Hashtag political. That's insane how like I fucked up the stage 1 of that so like bad, but then just immediately lock in for the 2 and 3. And like, honestly, I don't think I'll ever take anything from Shane Dawson, but like, with Sky Does Minecraft, his way of doing multiplayer videos, I really like. Call Me Carson, the way he edited his second channel videos, that's pretty much how I always edit my my gaming videos, or like videos of other people's Twitch VODs that I cut down the highlights, because it's honestly good editing. Like, as it's very non-intrusive, but and it gives the guy talking, the creator, whoever is in charge, their time to shine. It lets you mostly focus on them and what they're playing, but it supplements them in such a way that like it really adds compared to like, you know, watching a full ass live stream. And you know, I've learned a lot over the years from watching people like this. And again, Chugger Conroy. You know, when the allegations were levied and before his response, I was very nervously waiting, right? I was pessimistically optimistic, if that makes sense. In the sense that, like, he's probably not going... nothing will probably ever be the same, but, like, I think he'll come out of this all right. And I was kind of right, actually. Hashtag go me. But, like, when it comes to him, even if he, like, all the shit levied against him was true, I would have taken the good from the bad. I would have taken the fact that he knew how to yap. He knew how to keep that mouth going. Pause. He knew how to keep an audience entranced in something as dull as playing Zelda or Pokemon or Pikmin. And even though these are games that he has played many times before, I didn't even acknowledge that, like, that was the Dreadnought fight. Glyphic Dreadnought is kind of easy, but it's a fun fight, honestly. I do like it a lot. But, like, when I think about doing Let's Plays, I think, what the fuck will I talk about? How will I talk about shit that isn't, like, gonna be, like, completely unrelated? Because if I do Let's Plays, I like to keep shit mostly related to the game. Or, like, whenever I thought about it. Because, like, I don't want it to be inside jokes or anything like that, unless there's another person present. When it comes to Let's Plays regarding two people, that's a completely different, like, wheelhouse, you know? Here I am calling a resupply next to the, caretaker, so that I can just take a little bit from it right now, and then, like, when I actually fight the caretaker, it'll also be there for me. You can also see that I'm using the lead burster a lot when these fucking scrabs come out, just to fucking deal with them, because, honestly, they're such a hassle to deal with. But, like, a good hassle. I think they're well-designed enemies. But, like, yeah, I think, like, if I'm gonna make a Let's Play, it should be most of what I'm talking about should be related to the game. But I think, like, if I've played the game before, how am I gonna do that? Spout a bunch of cool facts in a very uninteresting way? Am I gonna, like, and I think, like, if I haven't played the game before, I have, like, the actual raw reaction and be like, wow, that's so cool, or, like, get really angry at a boss or something. And I didn't know how to do it. And then I just think about Chugger Conroy, and, like, he fucking does it. He just does it. He has a lot of cool info to talk about, but he also is just constantly discovering new things. It's been a while since he's played the games, so, like, he forgets a bunch of stuff, you know? Like, I don't understand. He's also, like, okay, not to disrespect him, but he's not good at video games. He's not, like, amazing. So, like, there's also a lot of times where he will, like, struggle with a boss fight, and it's kind of funny. And it's just, I don't understand how he does that. So again, I would take the good of that skill he has, because I think it is a skill, honestly, to be able to just yap about a video game that you, like, you know, in and out like that, in a way that is just that entertaining. Holy shit, I don't know how he does it. Although I'm not watching him right now because he's doing a Pokemon Let's Play, and I never watch his Pokemon Let's Plays because I hate Pokemon. But, like, dude, his fucking Twilight Princess and Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays, even though they were after the, you know, the incidents, like, holy shit, dude. I literally saw the outline of the hacking pod and used it to like, follow it to get to the second hacking station. And then I lost it. What a fucking dumbass I am. So yeah, that's, like, honestly, I think I just finished what I wanted to say. Moving forward, you know, it sucks, but I'm gonna take the good from the bad, you know? My favorite movie is Fantastic Mr. Fox. The main character is Mr. Fox, and he's played by George Clooney, but unfortunately, allegedly, George Clooney is an Epstein person. Alright? I don't know, like, how else to sugarcoat that. So, like, I can't watch the movie the same way ever again. Also, here I am placing a shield on the hacking pod, and then I'm gonna find the robot and hack it. But unfortunately, it fell all the way down here, so I wasn't able to, like, do it in a timely manner without, I gotta show you, that happening. So I don't think I can ever watch my favorite movie, like, the same way ever again, because knowing that the main character, the very charismatic, charming Mr. Fox, who I love dearly, is voiced by a guy who, in my opinion, did unspeakable things to children, right? How do I move on from that? You know, how do I watch the movie without that constantly in the back of my mind? I can't, right? But though it sucks and it's very unfortunate, you know, I'm going to take the good and think about the character himself, and I'm going to think about that sort of charisma and charm, and I'm going to use that when I need a kind of charismatic and charming character in my writing or in like a film skit, anything like that. I'm going to think about that, you know? Also, so as you can see, I immediately started fighting the caretaker because I have 2 hacked drones and I didn't want to waste that time because they are on a time limit. So I immediately started it, and then I went around the arena calling resupplies like crazy, and as you can see, I took out this motherfucker's shields like crazy, and here I am just trying to finish off his eye with the bulldog. Also lay down a few shields and whatnot. Holy shit. This fight wasn't... I remember this fight was actually very fun. 2 hacked bots and Bosco with mortar rounds, and as you can see, I'm actually kind of fucking balling on his ass. I'm balling on his ass, dude. He's a fucking little bitch. I try seeing... It's alright damage. It's alright damage on the eye directly. I'd rather just use the bulldog. Especially if it was elephant rounds, I like, holy shit, the amount of damage I'd be doing to him with the bulldog. But I gotta use 6-shooter because, like, come on, it's a revolver. How can I not? But like, look at the damage I'm doing to his shit. I just can't get over it. I love this game. Oh my god, if anything ever, like, if any allegations came out about any of the devs of this game, I think I would actually be, like, morally ruined as a person, as a being. I don't think I would ever possibly fucking recover. What the fuck? Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. Literally everything came against me, and these stupid fucking ebonite glyphids have been bothering me this whole level. Stupid fucking ebonite glyphids. Fuck you. But yeah. I don't know. I think I said all I wanted to say. And I know I kind of just said the same thing, but like in different flavors over and over again, but I think it's gonna be by the cocoon. What did I say? How does he do it? How does he do it? How do I call where the drop pod's gonna be? Me and this game get along well. Those 450 hours don't just disappear, you know? But yeah. I know I said it a bunch of times, but I really wanted to emphasize that, like, I think if you're in a similar situation where all you do is focus on the bad of the world, like the fact that our government is like America's government, and probably your country's government is full of corrupt assholes who are pure evil, stuff like that, or that corporations are killing the world, or that pedophilia has like been the worst it's ever. The world sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, but I don't focus on that all day. Just focus on your life. Just focus on your life. Focus on the good. All right.
Water rounds is a lot better for the caretaker than I once thought.
It is. And I want you guys to, like, genuinely, just when you wake up, speak out loud to yourself one thing you like or are grateful about, anything like that. Just something that you associate with joy. Anyways, thank you all for watching so much. If you have topic ideas or build suggestions in this game, please leave a comment and I will talk about it. Thank you for watching, and I think, yeah, I'll see you all later.